Hello and welcome to Money Matters. Last July, the government announced it would ban all plastic cutlery in restaurants by 2025. This has led to a number of businesses switching to eco-friendly alternatives. With demand rising, green-conscious entrepreneurs are rushing to fill the gap.
How much paper is processed through here a day?
Well, at the moment, our capacity is 50 tons, but we only collect around 3 tons a day for beverage cartons. So we put also other mixed paper, altogether less than 20 tons.
Harold Yip started this paper recycling factory back in September 2019.
Food waste is the #1 waste in landfills, but the second largest waste is papers. And to me, this is surprising because paper is the easiest for recycling.
It took 8 years and a 10 million Hong Kong dollar investment before he could get the pulp mill up and running. Harold says it costs more than $1 million a month to run the mill, which processes mixed paper, including drink cartons, newspaper, and cardboard, to name a few. But collection isn't as high as it could or should be, and profit margins are low.
If we can increase the volume, in the landfills, there are about 75 tons of beverage cartons every day. We only collect around 3 tons. We treat it as a long-term investment. We expect around maybe 3 or 5 years later, it will start making more profit. But at least it helps us to get more customers.
Right now, they have 400 pickup points for beverage cartons, including at schools. Recycling these isn't as straightforward as other paper.
If the products are not washed, what happens? Does that affect your batch of recycling?
Oh, yes. If dirty, we just throw away, landfill. There's a waste of transportation. And also, if we don't find it and then go into our recycling stream, then chance that our product being polluted and then get molded, then they couldn't be used as raw material for paper making.
Harold has set up an education center at the mill to teach people, particularly school children, the benefits of recycling.
Why is it so important to you that children be educated on this?
We think that this behavior has to start from the young. You have such behavior, then they will used to recycle it. In our case, it's always the kids telling their parents that those beverage cartons can be recycled, and then they help to cut it, paint it, and then take back to school for us.
Once it's collected, it's dropped off here, and it goes through the pulping process.
These are the tanks. All those fiber coming out. And then, I mentioned that's tank 1, tank 2, this is tank 2, because the whole filtration process get out all those impurities before they go to the squeezer. From the squeezer, they will come out the pulp. And this is the water treatment. These are our end products. They are fibers with 60% moisture. We are now shipping them to mainland China paper mills for packaging paper production.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's pretty thick.
But pulping isn't that profitable, so Harold also collects other recyclables for other recyclers.
And do you also serve as a one-stop shop, a one-stop collection point for other clients?
Yes, we have a fleet of around 13, 14 trucks, and then we go to different customers to collect all those recyclables, no matter it's plastic, paper, even e-waste, and then we will then send all those different recyclables, except paper. We handle paper here. Other recyclable, we will send to those appropriate recycler.
The global market for eco-friendly food packaging is currently estimated about $157 billion US. It's expected to grow to $240 billion by 2027. Recycled content packaging, that's paper, plastic, metal, and glass, make up almost half of that at $107 billion.
Sonali Figueras, founder of eco-media platform Green Queen, says she's seen firsthand the demand in this space when she recently launched her online green packaging marketplace.
It was amazing. We decided to start raising in April, and by end of May, we had, literally in 3 weeks, we had the amount that we wanted, and by end of May, we had more than double of what we had originally planned.
The platform is a place where businesses can source sustainable packaging from suppliers anywhere in the world. Suppliers are stringently vetted.
Where are the materials sourced from? Where their factory is located? Are they certified, for example, certified home compostable or certified FSC recycled paper? We also are very strict about what we call in the packaging industry end of life, which is basically what happens once the packaging has been used. Does it end up in the landfill? Does it end up in a recycling plant? Does it end up in a composting facility? Does it end up in the ocean?
It also serves as a platform for startups Sonali calls pack tech companies that are innovating new eco-friendly packaging material using everything from coconut husk waste to algae.
So we felt there was a need to shine a light on these startups, offer ready to source and ready to buy solutions, connect the ecosystem.
Sonali says that part of the demand for eco-friendly solutions stems from the pandemic. As more people did their shopping online, more waste was created from packaging, whether for food or other products.
Everywhere you looked, people are ordering delivery more because of hygiene concerns, etc. And of course, again, the pandemic made everyone more nervous about things like common surface touching, which meant that the demand for single-use items like utensils and containers for food and bags skyrocketed.
In Hong Kong, it was no different. Sissy is a distributor for a plant-based food packaging company, which is EU certified. She started her business in 2016, but it's grown since then.
Our business has grown from 120 to 140% these days. Only because I think the whole culture, I guess, the trend, everyone was looking for sustainable products.
She says that while her products cost up to twice the price of their plastic and other non-eco-friendly counterparts, she feels companies are really looking to go green. Her products are compostable.
All the products are plant-based material. They're made from corn, sugarcane, so it's all fiber, plant-based fiber. And they are designed to break down with food waste. We are compostable. So compostable, it can break down in an industrial composter between 10 to 12 weeks.
Cece is hoping to find a recycler for her products, but needs to sort out collection and cleaning before an agreement can be made. This hotel uses her products as well as other sustainable packaging in their rooms. They adopted a sustainability model over 3 years ago.
Some of the guest amenities, we use paper made of stone for packaging. We also use compostable larger bottles to contain those shampoos and lotions, etc.
Not only did they change their packaging, they invested in food recycling machines for their hotels, capable of composting vegware packaging, which is only compostable in industrial facilities, meaning you can't home compost it and it won't degrade if you just throw it away. The machines were a $1 million investment.
To us, we think it's worth it, honestly. We see it that we can further reduce the carbon footprint because we can reduce the transportation from here to recycling sites like in Ho Chung, etc.
While investments like this might seem big for many companies, Sonali warns that an end-of-life tax is being looked at by various governments, which puts the responsibility on companies not taking care of their waste.
And once those regulations come into play, that's going to be a cost of doing business that you're going to have to think about. And then suddenly, bio-based packaging does not sound so expensive. So again, what kind of math are you doing?
Cash-strapped developer China Evergrande Group has begun repaying investors with unfinished real estate. Earlier, angry protesters had gathered outside the Shenzhen headquarters. The company has scrambled to raise funds to avoid a messy meltdown with far-reaching impact. It is unclear if it can manage an orderly collapse or get a government bailout. Disgruntled investors and vendors who say they are owed money crowded into the company's lobby to demand repayment of loans and financial products. Rating agency Fitch said that numerous sectors could be exposed to heightened credit risk if the developer were to default. Fitch downgraded Evergrande to CC from CCC+. The Chinese economy kept a momentum of recovery in August, with various sectors that include services, employment and foreign trade registering mild growth. The National Bureau of Statistics says the impact of a fresh outbreak of COVID-19 in Fujian and flooding in large parts of China pushed down major economic indicators. However, overall, the economy continued to recover, showing resilience in economic development. Consumer prices rose moderately in August, lower than the target set for macro regulation.
When Money Matters returns, a lifeline to pandemic-hit cruise ship companies and travel-starved locals. Stay with us. Welcome back to Money Matters. The world's cruise industry suffered billions in losses during the pandemic. Yet the cruise ships have come back to life, scheduling several COVID-safe cruises a week from Hong Kong. These staycation ships sail into international waters nearby and then sail back again. Alice Kahn reports it's a chance for the industry to kickstart recovery and offer local holidaymakers a much-needed jaunt away from home.
In April 2020, cruises were halted around the world after some alarming COVID outbreaks on ships. 3 of the largest cruise companies lost nearly $900 million each month during the pandemic.
You have to maintain a lot of fixed costs, and also it is quite a labor-intensive industry. And also you have to do a lot of extra costs in maintaining the healthcare protocol.
Crystal Campbell, managing director at Royal Caribbean, says the cost of operating doesn't stop just because there are no cruises with passengers.
We have, over 7,000 employees globally for Royal Caribbean. I said, just because we're not operating, or we haven't been operating for those past many months, does not mean the company stops. So I mean, the company is still fully staffed. Our ships are still having to operate with, much lower crew on board, but basically to maintain, our operations, and so the ship can still, be at sea.
Cruise companies restarted operations in Europe and Asia late last year after months of preparations to meet stringent health and safety guidelines set by the U.S. authorities. Royal Caribbean Cruises is the first major cruise ship company to restart American operations. In Hong Kong, the companies have also faced very strict health and safety standards. Cruise ships that want to pick up Hong Kong passengers can only cruise out to sea. Calling in at another port is not permitted. Capacity is capped at 50% to reduce the crowds on board. This October, Royal Caribbean will begin to offer these voyages to nowhere to Hong Kong clients.
Hey, Miss Campbell, how big is this cruise ship?
So the Spectrum of the Seas, she's just under 350 meters in length. She has just over 2,100 cabins.
It's the largest vessel operating in Asia at over 169,000 tons. It has 16 decks and a total capacity of over 5,600 passengers.
So Alice, this is our ultimate family suite. It is very unique. There's only one of these on board our ship. As you can see, it is absolutely spectacular. It's a family, fun-filled area with so many things for the entire family to enjoy just here in their stateroom.
This is a living area?
Yeah, so we have the living area here. Back there we have a video room to where you can actually sit in a theater style and watch, a movie together. And then what becomes very exciting for the kids and adults as well is that we actually have a in-suite slide.
Oh, the slide?
Yeah.
From where?
It comes from the second story. So this is a 2-story room, and the slide comes from the second story all the way down here to the living area.
On the second floor, it has a large ensuite master bedroom and 2 other large bedrooms. The master bathroom comes with a spa. The duplex can accommodate up to 11 people. Campbell says every cabin has a 100% fresh air ventilation system for hygiene.
Can you show me the balcony? What's the view?
Yes, absolutely. So Alice, this is the balcony of the Ultimate Family Suite. And, majority of our staterooms have balconies so that the guests can enjoy, the beautiful sea view during their voyage.
The suite will cost over $109,000 for a 3-night trip. For passengers who sail on the 4-night Christmas Eve cruise, the price will be over $282,000.
It's not just for families. It's for those, fun-filled, young at heart people that just want to have a good time. So, I mean, this suite can become affordable. Get your friends together and come and enjoy and book.
The average price for the cruise is around $1,700 per person for 2 nights, food and drink included. But guests need to pay more for specialty dining.
If you look at the price of a 1-night staycation in Hong Kong, for 1 night per person, you're looking at around 1,700 Hong Kong dollars. Now, if you look at a cruisecation for 2 nights starting, it's for 2 nights per person, around $1,700, $1,800. It's not only your room, it is, full of entertainment activities, dining experiences. So all in all, it's a value for money when it comes down to it.
Royal Caribbean has already lost $8.3 billion in the past 18 months.
We're getting back into service. We're not doing it to make money. Start sailing again. Start inviting, our guests on board to share the experiences with us. People have wanderlust. They want to travel.
Another cruise company, this one listed in Hong Kong, was also crippled by the pandemic. Genting Hong Kong lost $1.9 billion over the past 18 months. In the hope of burning through less money, it launched its own version of a cruise to nowhere at the end of July. 20,000 locals have made the trip. Operating at half capacity, this ship has about 1,500 passengers and a crew of about 1,100 on board. It has a villa of 2,000 square feet that fits 6 people. There's the spacious living room with dining area, private sun deck with a spa, 2 large bedrooms, and a butler service. The price is $100,000 for 2 nights. The company says the villa is always booked. There's fresh air on this ship, too. Christine Lee of Genting Hong Kong showed us a 600-square-foot penthouse.
This living and dining area is around half the size. It's 300 square foot. You will see this is a dining table, and also you have a little pantry here. So you have very comfortable sofa. This sofa also can convert to a double bed. So if you have kids can stay here. And also here has a LED TV. So you will see this is a quite spacious, very spacious for the kids' activities and also family activities.
Well, then here it looks like a studio flat.
Yeah, I think some of the flats in Hong Kong maybe is smaller than this one. Yeah, and also here we have a balcony, so you can enjoy a tea set with your family members with a very nice view. Let's go to the master bedroom. Okay. Hi, Alex. This is the bedroom. This is a very big king size bed with 3 sides. You can walk down Yeah, and here also have a TV. You can enjoy TV on bed. Yeah, so here also have a sofa, so you can just stay here and look at outside.
The Penthouse will set you back $50,000 for 2 nights and $60,000 for 3.
For the 5-star hotel in Hong Kong, it's easily 1 night it will cost you 50,000 Hong Kong dollar per night. And also here, including the butler service and also all the meals are included and also have a free flow in the happy hours.
The company has offered flash packages, $888 per person for 2 nights for a smaller stateroom.
You cannot ask for more at the very beginning. I think for upcoming Christmas, so the price will be more expensive.
Currently, capacity is only 50%, right? Then how can you make money?
Still very challenging for the cruise industry. What we are looking forward is with the 0 case in Hong Kong, we are looking forward to have a capacity lift, like from 50% to 65% or 75% gradually. So I think that will help a lot.
Alex Wong says the cruise lines managed to raise funds to survive. Royal Caribbean has $5 billion cash on hand, and Genting has $453 million.
They can burn through another 12 to 18 months at least. Hopefully, if they contain the pandemic situation and then things return to normal, then you probably have some very good times ahead because strong pent-up demand for leisures.
Alex says even with the resumption of sailing, the cruise companies have a longer haul to get through some choppy financial seas.
This is better than nothing. You have to operate, and also you have to rebuild the confidence of consumers.
Many thought that onboard casino revenue would help shore up the balance sheet, but the industry has changed its business model away from gaming with the resumption of sailings. Next week, we'll take a look at the changes.
That's the show. Thanks for watching. Next time on Money Matters, almost 90,000 residents have left Hong Kong since June 2020. That's more than 1% of Hong Kong's population. Does this exodus constitute a brain drain? And will it impact the economy? See you then. Good night.